This week on Tumbleweed and Tocai, we are amazed at a mountaintop castle. Visit a caravanserai for the first time and play with the dog on the beach. And finally, visit the stunning Marmure Castle, perched along the Mediterranean Sea. I'm Jill.
I'm Terry.
And we're traveling around in our self-converted van, Tumbleweed, along with our wonder dog, Tocai. This is a side of Turkey we hadn't seen before. Resort hotel after resort hotel after resort hotel. The ocean's beautiful, so I get why it's here, and I realize it's a big economic driver for Turkey, but it's just not my cup of tea. This caravanserai, Alarahan, is considered to be one of Turkey's best preserved Seljuk caravanserais. It was originally built by the Sultan, and so it had a little bit of a different layout so that it could accommodate the Sultan's entourage as they traveled from Alanya, which is on the Mediterranean coast near here, into the interior to the city of Konya. Here I am in a 12th century caravanserai called Alarahan. Caravanserais were places that the caravans that were going east would be able to stop. Cool thing to see. I've always wanted to see one, and this is my very first one. Caravanserais were designed to provide protection to the travelers along the trade routes. This one is set up as a museum, so you can see how people would have been dressed in that era. At one point in its recent history, it was also set up for kind of a medieval night at the caravanserai, so you could have dinner and experience what life might have been like. This caravanserai was particularly secure because it had an outer defensive wall and it's guarded by a fortress up on the hill above it. This is their symbol with the 40 triangles. We'll have to Google it and see what it represents. The lion face in the center, obviously, but this is interesting. Banana trees. And the bananas are all in blue bags. We had some of these bananas, and they are shorter and pudgier and sweeter than the bananas you might be used to. But the trees are surprisingly sad and bedraggled. This magnificent castle and fortress, perched high on the mountainside, looms dramatically over the caravanserai below. It was built in the Byzantine era to protect the trade caravans as they traveled from the sea to the interior of Turkey. It's considered to be nearly impregnable because of its steep topography. You can get to the top through an interior, dim, steep tunnel built directly into the mountainside. But because it's a steep ascent, and I'm a bit of a chicken, I did not take advantage of this opportunity. But nonetheless, it's an impressive thing to stare up at. Good morning, everybody. Keeping with the theme, the weather's not great. But one thing I have to say for the winter storms is it makes a big surf. And that's kind of fun to watch. We've been here for a while now, a couple days, trying to wait out the rain. But we've decided that it can't be done. Because of the huge number of greenhouses in the area, the road is just lined with fruit stands, predominantly selling citrus, oranges, and lemons, and the chubby, fat bananas. In the foreground, that is not the sea, that is greenhouses. Yogurt, tomato, salad, lemons, and he said, hot, hot, hot. There's the accoutrement that came with Terry's Adana kebab. And there is his Adana kebab. Very long. Tavuk Durham, which is quite long in and of itself. This is Marmura Castle, and I just thought it was everything that a medieval castle should be. Every good castle should have a moat. This castle, sitting dramatically beside the sea, was originally built on Roman foundations, but through the years it was modified extensively. Architects say that it represents a seamless example of Roman, Byzantine, Seljuk, and Ottoman architecture. Oh, very cool. Sweet. Originally built to defend against pirates, which I think is very cool. It also served as a stopping point for the Crusaders on their way to the Holy Lands. This is a glimpse of the interior. We got here right at the time it was closing, and the guard said he'd let us in, but we didn't think it was right that we would make him stay late. We were lucky enough to get another view of this fantastic castle, Marmura Castle, on our way out of town as we continued east along the coast. It was nice to park at the beach and enjoy the seaside, watch the waves, the light on the water, the seabirds, and then enjoy a little bit of cafe culture. We ordered 2 fresh squeezed orange juice. We got 1 fresh squeezed orange juice and 1 tea.
That's because I asked about tea first.
Toki and I are off doing our little walk, and we are along the sea. It's been nice, lovely waves. We spent the night on the beach, and it was a nice quiet place. We could listen to the waves, which was lovely. And it was nice to be able to actually park on the beach and enjoy the seaside. There's Tumbleweed and a mosque. This is the bridge that Google wanted us to drive over. think that would be physically possible. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're gonna hit the road again. Kind of hate to leave this spot. Might be our best coastal turkey park up yet. And we had a beautiful view to look out on, so I will show you. Although it did rain half the time we were here. So very pretty.
We've been parked here at Techman Beach for the last 3 days. The weather's been glorious. In the background, you can maybe see some fishermen. It's been a real hot spot for people catching fish.
Sit. That's a good boy. Okay. Tocai, come. When he's done, he heads to the van.
Tomorrow we are leaving and heading east and north.
So we've been at this park up by the ocean on the Mediterranean coast of Turkey for 3 nights. That's the longest we've spent anywhere on this trip so far, and we have just had a lovely time. The waves have been calm because the storms went away, and so now there's beautiful sunshine and warm weather. We could sit outside, we could eat outside, have breakfast in the sunshine. It's been a much needed break from bad weather. Tumbleweed found a twin, but his twin is from Hungary. We headed off down the coast, enjoying the beautiful Mediterranean sea coast of Turkey. It was also really, really, really nice to have a sunny day. Blue skies, turquoise waters. It was just a nice day for a road trip. We passed a few gorgeous looking beaches, but we eventually found one we decided we wanted to stay at. Good boy.
Good.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come. Oh, that's a good boy. Yes, it is. The theme of the trip. We are back to the rain and the wind and the cold weather. So, I don't know what to say. We enjoyed our few days of sun. That's what I can say. It was lovely. There's little Tumbleweed just hanging out. So, we are off. We are leaving the beach behind. I guess the weather was an omen to that. They said, quit hanging out at the beach and go be a tourist. So, since we're not going to get any sunshine at the beach, we're going to go up the coast a little bit more and then head inland. I hope you enjoyed our video and feel like you're traveling along with us through Turkey. If you did enjoy the video, please give us a like and consider subscribing down below. Then, join us next week on Tumbleweed and Tocai as we explore Konya and caves.